Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie, and on this channel, I cover topics all about personal growth, healthy habits, routines, balance, and so much more. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe because I have so many videos that are without a doubt going to help you improve your life. In this video, I will be covering 5 habits that will help you remove any money blocks that you have in order to improve your money mindset and therefore welcome financial abundance into your life. I have been on a journey to improve my money mindset for about 2 years now, and it definitely is a journey. There are moments where I feel on top of the world and I feel like I am worthy of all abundance and success. And then there are slumps. There are moments in which I feel like I'm unworthy, undeserving, like I'm not capable of generating a certain amount of money. This windy road is common for all of us, especially if you are trying to enter new levels of financial abundance or just tap into a new space, a new mindset that is required for you to achieve the financial abundance that you want. The first habit that I want to talk about that will help you release any money blocks is to reflect on your current beliefs around money. So with this, we really need to identify what we feel about money and where those beliefs were born, where they stem from. Something that can help you with this is to carry out a series of journal prompts. One thing to ask yourself is, what is your first memory about money? A lot of our beliefs around money are formed when we are children, and if you are someone that grew up with maybe your parents or with adults worrying about money, stressing out about money, if the energy around money was always very negative and with an approach of scarcity and anxiety, then it's very likely that you acquired very negative beliefs about money. So after you identify your very first memory around money, the next thing you want to ask yourself is, growing up, what were the dominant conversations around money? So for this, again, think about the conversations that your parents had around money, that any other adult had around money. So here, just jot down notes on what you remember the dominant energy and tone around money was when you were growing up. Another question to ask yourself is, what are your beliefs about rich people? So again, a lot of times we grow up watching movies that have very specific messages about rich people or wealthy people, or maybe in the news or in conversations we picked up these ideas that all rich people are bad and that money is the root of all evil and all of these other negative emotions and beliefs around money. Be very honest with this and don't judge yourself for trying to understand our limiting beliefs. Another thing to ask yourself is, what are your triggers around money? So reflect on conversations that you've had around money and why they make you feel uneasy or anxious, or maybe you don't like talking about money at all. And that is something very interesting to explore as well, right? Like, why don't you like to talk about money? What are the beliefs behind that? Another example is how you feel when you go shopping. Maybe you feel a lot of guilt or shame if you can't afford something, or maybe if you do buy something, you feel instant regret. So think about the times that you've felt uneasy or anxious or bad or just any negative emotion around money, and try to identify what those specific triggers were. Number 5 is to ask yourself, what is your current issue with money? So for example, maybe you just blow all your money as soon as you get your paycheck. You're spending too much. You have a spending problem. Perhaps you just don't really know how to save your money. You don't know how to manage your money. Or maybe you do have money, you know it's in your bank account, but you don't know how to grow your money, how to invest it. So here you want to pinpoint and identify very clearly what your current issue with money is at this given moment. Journal prompt number 6 is to write out 3 to 5 limiting beliefs that you have about money. So after you carry out prompts 1 to 5, you should have a better understanding. You should start scratching the surface as to why you feel negatively about money and lay out very clear limiting beliefs that you have. So for example, maybe you don't think you're capable or talented enough to make more money. Maybe you believe that money is the root of all problems and evil, and that anyone that possesses too much of it is a bad person. Maybe you see having a lot of money as greed and just a very negative possession. Answering these 6 journal prompts will really start to give you more clarity as to what you believe around money and how those thoughts even got in there to begin with. A second habit that will help you remove money blocks is to rewire your subconscious with money affirmations. So the idea here is that you want to replace negative emotions, feelings, and beliefs around money with new positive ones of abundance. If affirmations is something that's new to you, or maybe it seems daunting, something that has helped me is to go on YouTube or Spotify or whatever streaming platform that you use and to search up 5-minute money affirmations, and you will see an abundance of different options that you can choose from. Listen to these 5-minute morning affirmations during your morning routine, night routine, or both. It's also important to remind yourself of these affirmations throughout the day. So for example, when you notice negative thoughts and emotions around money arise into your thoughts, you want to redirect these thoughts, these feelings, these emotions into words and thoughts of abundance. Listening to money affirmations will start to shift, to reframe the conversation that you're having in your mind about money. When you shift your thoughts around money from negative to rather thoughts about positivity, about abundance, when you practice gratitude, when you tell yourself that you are worthy, deserving, and that money is not the enemy, and you shift the conversation telling yourself money is neutral and that you have the power to assign positive emotions, feelings, and beliefs to money. So now on to the third habit that will help you remove your money blocks and improve your money mindset. Habit number 3 is to practice visualization. You want to imagine yourself already in possession of the money, the success, and the abundance that you desire. I made a previous video inspired by the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And in this video, I talk about a very important process to carry out that will really help you manifest the money that you want. So the first thing was to write down your definite chief aim. And this consisted of 3 things. The first is to determine the amount of money that you want to make. So you want to determine a very specific figure. And once you identify that number, you want to write it down. Next, you want to identify a deadline. In other words, write down by when you want to have that money in your possession. And the third component of your definite chief aim is to specify how you will attain that money. So for example, what services or merchandise will you provide or sell in order to attain that money? So like I said, I made a very in-depth video on this topic, so make sure you check out that video after this one. So once you've written out this definite chief aim, you want to repeat it to yourself every single day as soon as you wake up. And when you say this statement, you want to make sure that you attach emotion to it. You want to read it out loud with passion and a burning desire. And then close your eyes and practice visualization. So see yourself already in possession of that money. What do you feel? Where are you? What are the aromas that you can smell? You want to be very descriptive and paint a very vivid image of yourself already in possession of this money. And over time, with practice, you really will start developing a very clear and vivid image of yourself in your mind. Visualization is a very powerful tool to reprogram your subconscious mind. This practice will help you start embodying the person you need to be in order to acquire the money and abundance that you wish to have. The fourth habit to help you remove any money blocks that you are experiencing is to learn about money. Learning about money will boost your self-confidence when it comes to financial concepts. Many of us are not taught this, so we kind of feel inferior and very ignorant when it comes to money because, well, we are ignorant when it comes to money. And I know it's easy to get overwhelmed because there are so many things out there to learn. But earlier I mentioned that it's very important for you to pinpoint your current issue with money. So for example, if you identify that your issue is that you just do not know how to save, then maybe you can start by watching videos on budgeting and saving and managing your money. Or maybe you're someone that just wants to learn how to grow their money now. Then perhaps you can learn about different ways to have multiple streams of income. You can also search up different ways to generate passive income. There are so many Facebook groups that you can tap into and network with people that have similar financial goals as you. Networking is the most powerful, most important thing that you can do for yourself. The idea is to start learning about money, start having money conversations, and start connecting yourself with people that have the money mindset that you want to have. The fifth habit that will help you improve your money mindset is to look at your bank accounts every morning. So I don't know if you can relate to this, but there were times in my life where money scared me so much and I had no control over my own money situation that I was so afraid to look at my bank accounts because I didn't know how much money was going to be in them. And oftentimes toward the end of the month, when I had to pay rent or make a larger payment, I had to check and hope, cross my fingers, that I had enough money in my account. And I was living in fear and anxiety around money. So this habit that I heard about 2 years ago of looking at your bank account is something that will help you with overcoming that fear and anxiety around your money. And this is because you are going to be fully aware of how much money is in your account every single day. Rather than turning a blind eye and hoping for the best, you will have a very clear figure of what that number looks like in your bank account. Even though it seems like something super simple, it really leads to so much control over your money, because next time that you're going to make a purchase, rather than just making that purchase and hoping for the best, you will be aware as to whether or not you have enough funds to sustain or support that purchase. So there you have it. Those are 5 habits that you can start implementing today. And I promise you, if you are consistent with these habits, your mindset around money and your beliefs around money are going to improve. Those limiting beliefs will slowly start being eradicated. You deserve success, you deserve abundance, and it's time that you start believing it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and like it and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Like I mentioned in my intro, I love talking about concepts that will help us all essentially become the better version of ourselves that we all wish to become. So make sure to interact with my other content and stay tuned for my next video. Bye.